Welcome to another hardware video. Now in today's video we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally we do a review video when we get some hardware or some products, and we'll do some B-roll of unboxing, but this one I thought we should do something a little bit different. We are going to do a first impressions slash unboxing video. Cockpit Simulators have actually sent over their Airbus hardware kit, and I'm going to open it up on this video and give you my first impressions and feel and look and what I actually think about the products just opening out of the box. Not actually using them, just opening up and having a look and giving you my first impressions. There is many types of different hardware out on the market when it comes to the Airbus home flight simulator cockpit now. Cockpit Simulators is sort of position themselves to be on the top end when it comes to this gear, so we're going to take a look at that and I'll give you my first impressions. Let's jump straight into the video. First and foremost, the package comes with a few different boxes, so we can see that these are probably going to be EFIS and this is going to be the FCU, so I'm going to leave those aside and we're going to have a look at these other boxes to start off with, and then we'll come back to these ones here. First things first, let's take a look at the smallest one. And as I mentioned, I haven't looked at these. I've basically unpacked the initial box that it was shipped in, and then they just leave these boxes here. So we're going to take a look. So first one here is a bunch of different cables and adapters for your different country. So hopefully they will have Australia, which is this guy here, and then you've got your AC power bracket there and some cables. Now if I look on the side of the box there, this is the daisy chain cable kit for Cockpit Simulators, and it's got some rubber things here. I wonder if they're different globes or something. Not sure what that is. I'll have to take a look. But this might be the gear that you can join your stuff together. I'm hoping that's sort of USB based, but we'll see how we go. That was sent out to us, and that was the first package, but I don't know if you can get too excited over cables though, so we'll see. The next one, which is this one's unnamed, or didn't have a picture on it, but it is the MCDU, the A320 MCDU. So I'm really excited to check this out. As we open the box here, everything comes well packaged. Like I said, they sent in a bigger box and then they put this in, so there was no issue when it was getting sent from wherever it does get sent. That was going to be a problem actually getting here. So all right, this is the MCDU for the Airbus A320. Jesus, it's heavy compared to the other ones that I've looked at. This is probably the third or fourth MCDU. What else does it got? It's got some bracket here. Okay, that's the bracket. We will do a flight sim mods bracket probably for something like this here. I'll leave a link in the description if we've done one, so you can check it out. But it's a metal bracket, and this feels cold, so it feels maybe it's probably metal. Holy dooly. Okay, that is a solid metal back. Holy cow. This first impressions, oh, it's even got the handle. It's even got the actual handle. Now I'm showing you on a different camera, so I gotta make sure I film this correctly, but that's a different handle. Just like when they slot them into the Airbus, when they get a faulty one, they can pull them out. It's actually got the handle. Holy cow, that's insane. And let's do this. Take that guy off there. The brightness and the dimmer. All the buttons are there. Initialization, data, flight plan, RNAV program, fuel, all that sort of stuff like that. Those buttons feel really, really nice, and they're raised. So one thing, these I've seen on some of the other ones, these are raised. There's no way that those buttons are going to actually get stuck within this part's plastic on top, but there's no way they're going to get stuck. This is super high end. Super high end. Holy cow. I'm really looking forward to using this. So these are meant to be like exact 1-to-1 scale of the FCU for not a Boeing, a MCDU for the Airbus A320. And I can honestly tell that the quality on this, I'm not going to do any comparisons. I'm not sure what that button is there. I'm not going to do any comparisons, but holy cow, it does feel very, very, very high end. Wow. That's exciting to have a look at. Just noticing, excuse me, there's USB-C cables there as well, so I'll have to see where they are. But that is very, 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 very high end, and that feels awesome to touch. Nice weight to it, metal construction. Everything just feels really, really high quality. I love the color. Amazing. All right, we're going to put this little beauty aside, and I tell you what, as soon as I switch the camera off, we're plugging this thing in. That's pretty exciting. All right, let's take a look at the next one. This is the FCU, so we're going to take a quick look at that one. And then obviously we've got the EFISs either side. As I mentioned before, everything here is packed extremely well. USB cables there, and this is the actual EFIS itself. Get this guy out of here. Oh wow. Okay, that's the daisy chain stuff that we saw before, so I don't know how that works there. The power, so that might daisy chain the EFISs together perhaps. I'd say that that's what's going to happen. The EFISs is probably going to get daisy chain. Not sure why there's a power daisy chain USB to your computer. I figure that's probably how it connects up. But this is all, that's a very solid molding plastic. It still feels quite heavy though, so the components in here, wow. Okay, that is metal. So the speed knob is metal. The heading knob is metal. The altitude knob is metal. And they all have their own individual feel too. And then the VS button or the VS knob is metal, and they push and pull. This one will have the switches for the 100 to the thousands. Everything's push and pull. Holy cow, this feels super high end. Wow, just touching the buttons now, that feels so good. I don't want to do a comparison, but I can tell you these are extremely high end. Wow. Very, very impressive on the touch for the immersion. Not like I've touched an Airbus A320 FCU in the real world, but flying planes in the real world and using a lot of aviation gear on airplanes, that is feeling super high end. That is very, very impressive just for the touch and feel. All right, let's have a look at some EFISs. We won't probably go too much into the second one. Cables. There's cables in that too. Okay, I'm interested to see how this all connects up, but we'll leave that for the review video. And this is the left EFIS. And again, very, very, very heavy. And that's metal. They're plastic switches, they feel really, really good. Oh, they're pull, just like the real world one, pull and switch in. Holy cow. So obviously you've got your flight plan, distance, how you want to read your flight plan, waypoints, all your buttons, your barrows here, pick to pack tools, flight director. Wow, that is insane. The quality on this, again, daisy chain USB. I wonder if it's just USB just in case you just buy one of those, but to daisy chain it up, I'm assuming that's what we plug them in with the other ones. Holy cow, that's insane. That's insane. Very, very, very impressive. That's the left one. Let's have a look at the right one that they've sent as well. I love the Airbus color too. Same thing, USB. And this is the right side, which is obviously similar to the left side. And this is the left side. Obviously exactly the same, but on the other side. Holy cow, that just, the clicks and everything are just off the planet. Off the planet, how detailed these are. Feel. The immersion on that is insane. Holy cow. This is, yeah, the quality on this is very, very high. Very, 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 very impressive. Now, one thing that the guys have sent over that ties everything together, and it's this guy here. It's a massive unit, come in a big box, and I sort of just opened it up out of the box. And it comes sort of sealed in this guy. So let's open this up. Holy cow. And you have that sitting on your desk, and you screw them all in. Like, this is one big unit here, and obviously it's, you can take that off there, and it's going to sit to your desk. Holy cow, I haven't seen anything like this before. That's impressive. And then your EFIS slides in here. I'll turn it around on the camera. Sorry, your FCU slides in there. Wow. Okay, this is taking it to a level I haven't seen before. And look at that. That is hard to sort of show on camera. Look at this thing. Holy cow. And there's another plate that come in the box, but I didn't open up, but you can obviously slide your checklist. I don't really use checklists, but that is absolutely insane. I don't know if you can see this from the camera here, but I'm so putting this thing together straight away. Holy cow. That is insane. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. I've used a lot of this stuff before, but this is definitely very, very high end. So be interesting how I think my desk is going to be big enough to use something like this, so we'll see how. So I just wanted to bring you guys along with my first impressions, and just by clicking the buttons, this thing is absolutely insane. So I'm looking forward to spending some time with it and doing a review. I'll actually show it on this camera here. Like, look at this thing. Absolutely insane. Holy cow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I don't know much more than what I can say other than that, but this is very, very exciting. So yes, big thank you to Cockpit Simulators for sending this gear over, and I'm very much looking forward to checking it out, and I'll give you a review video at some other time, and we'll probably be using it some streams some very time soon. So thank you very much for them, and I will see you guys. We've got many hardware videos coming up, so if this sort of stuff interests you, please click that subscribe button, and we will be back for another hardware video, unboxing, first impressions, or review sometime soon. So thank you very much, guys, and happy simming.